Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about simple subject and complete subject. This is actually, we've moved into parts of the sentences. So we've learned all the parts of speech, and now we're moving into sentence parts, right? And those are broken down into subject and predicate, and they're simple and complete for both of those. And they're generally pretty easy to identify. So the simple subject is the who or the what of the verb. The dog with spots likes to bark loudly. What likes to bark loudly? The dog, right? So just simple, it's the dog, okay? It has to be a noun, a pronoun, a gerund, or an infinitive, right? That's two plus a verb. Remember, gerunds are like running, things like that. So those are verbs that are acting like nouns. And it'll never be in a prepositional phrase. And we'll get into prepositional phrases a little bit later. But basically, a prepositional phrase is starts with a preposition and ends with a noun or a pronoun, right? So like a room with a view, okay? So with is my pronoun, or is my preposition rather, and a view is the object of the preposition. So this will never be the subject of my sentence, right? It'll always be part of the predicate. So there and here are never subjects of a sentence, even though they are pronouns. Okay, it generally has to be a person. And sometimes it can be understood. Sometimes it doesn't exist there. So like, bring me the remote control, please. Who brings me the remote? You do, right? So the idea is that there's an understood you that's involved there. So the complete subject is just the noun or the pronoun or gerund or infinitive with any modifiers that deal with the subject, okay? And generally all of these are gonna appear before the verb, generally. So the dog with spots likes to bark loudly. Who likes to bark loudly? The dog with spots, right? All of this deals with the dog. So it's the simple subject plus its modifiers, okay? So we're gonna do a couple of these for practice. So this is IXL. You're gonna be doing a little bit of this practice as well. Let me move my tab over. I forgot to do that. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing a little bit of IXL practice, right? So select the words that make up the complete subject, right? Mom comforts me with hugs. Who comforts me with hugs? Mom does. So mom is my complete subject. Is there anything that's telling me more about my mother? No, not before the verb. Okay. The baby's tiny eyes blinked. All right. So who blinked? The baby's tiny eyes. Okay. So this is kind of a weird one where we only have one verb here. Okay. And that would be the whole predicate. Dad measured the flower. Who measured the flower? Dad did. The distant wolves howled at the full moon. Who howled at the full moon? The wolves did. What tells me more about the wolves? That they're distant. The distant wolves. Oh, we're in the challenge zone. This is exciting. Kangaroos hop along on their strong hind legs. Who hops along on their strong hind legs? Kangaroos do. Your older sister reminds me of you. Who reminds me of you? Your older sister does. Okay. Three white horses prance around the circus ring. Who's prancing around the circus ring? The horses are. What tells us more about the horses? That there's three of them and they're white. Okay. The police located the stolen car. Who located the stolen car? The police did. The new teacher directs the school plays. Who directs the school plays? The teacher does. What tells us more about the teacher? That they're new. Skaters glide across the smooth ice. Who glides across the smooth ice? Skaters do. Ms. Nolan's old car stalls almost every day. Whose car stalls almost every day? Or rather, what stalls almost every day? The car. What tells us more about the car? The fact that it's owned by Mrs. Nolan and that it's old. And we'll do one more. Many stars glowed in the sky last night. What glowed in the sky last night? Stars did, and there were many of them. Oh, one more. Grandma churns her own butter sometimes. Okay, who churns her own butter sometimes? Grandma does. Generally, your simple predicate or your simple subject is going to be at the beginning of your sentence. All right. Let me know if you guys have any issues. See you later. Bye.